I am your brother in Christ, and we're back with another video on the coronavirus. This video will be broken up into three parts today. The first part will be talking about the state of the world itself. The second part will be details that have happened around the world that I think you guys should know about. And then finally, we'll zoom in and take a real good look on what's going on around the United States. So let's go ahead and start here. My normal website is down. So we are just taking a look at our deaths so far. We can see a line there. Currently, we are sitting at 4,971 deaths worldwide. If we look at a logarithmic scale of this, we are seeing it climb. It does a little jaunt there. This is including the deaths within China, so I would definitely believe this number to be off. If we look at the total number of cases that we are seeing outside of China, we are still seeing it grow at this nice slope there. It's definitely exponential. We are still climbing. There doesn't seem to be any leveling up. If we look at the logarithmic scale, we're still seeing this nice slope there as far as number of cases. So taking a look at the world overall, we're seeing Italy, which is our top under China as far as number of cases. We're seeing 15,113. That is up 2,651 from yesterday. Total deaths have now climbed to 1,016. That is up 189. They're now over 1,000 dead there from this. Total recovered is sitting at 1,258. Active cases that we're seeing is sitting at 12,839. Over in Iran, we are seeing 10,075 cases. That is up 1,075 from yesterday. Total deaths have now climbed to 429. That was 75 today. Total recovered is now at 3,276. That gives us active cases still there of 6,370. Over in South Korea, we are seeing 7,869. That is up 114. Total deaths have climbed to only 66. That is 6 more than it was yesterday. Total recovered is sitting at 333. Active cases still remaining is 7,470. Over in Spain, we are seeing 3,146 cases. That's up 869 from yesterday. Total deaths is sitting at 86. That's up 31 from yesterday. Total recovered is 189. This gives us active cases still remaining within Spain of 2,871. In France, we are seeing 2,876 cases. That is up 595 from yesterday. Total deaths have climbed to 61. That's up 13 from yesterday. Total recovered is 12. Active cases still remaining is 2,803. In Germany, we are seeing 2,745 cases. That's up 779 from yesterday. Total deaths have climbed to 6. That is up 3 from yesterday. Total recovered is sitting at 25. That gives us active cases of 2,714. The United States is sitting at 1,697 cases so far. That's up 396 from yesterday. We're at 41 deaths. That's up 3 from yesterday. Total recovered is 30. So that gives us active cases of 1,626. In Switzerland, we are seeing 868 cases. That's up 216 from yesterday. Total deaths have climbed to 7. That's up 3 from yesterday. Total recovered is sitting at 4. That gives us active cases of 857. In Norway, we are seeing 800 cases. That's up 171 from yesterday. 1 death so far. That's the first death in Norway. Total recovered is sitting at 1. We see active cases remaining there of 798. In Japan, we are seeing 691 cases. That's up 52 from yesterday. 19 deaths so far. That's up 4 from yesterday. Total recovered is sitting at 118. That is leaving us with active cases of 554 in Japan. In Sweden, we are seeing 687 cases. That's up 187 from yesterday. Total deaths is still sitting at 1. We see total recovered as 1. That gives us active cases still remaining there in Sweden of 685. In Denmark, we are seeing 674 cases. That's up 160 from yesterday. No one has died of it so far in Denmark. We have 1 recovered from it. That gives us 673 active cases in Denmark. In the Netherlands, we are seeing 614 cases. That's up 111 from yesterday. Still sitting at 5 deaths. Total recovered is sitting at 2. That gives us active cases of 607. In the UK, we are seeing 590 cases. That's up 130 from yesterday. That gives us our death toll has now climbed to 10. That's 2 more than it was yesterday. Total recovered is sitting at 18. That gives us active cases in the UK of 562. In Belgium, we're seeing 399 cases. That's up 85 from yesterday. No new deaths recorded, so it's still sitting at 3. 1 has recovered from it so far. That gives us active cases in Belgium of 395. In Austria, we are seeing 361 cases. That's up 115 from yesterday. 1 death. This is our first death in Austria from it. Total recovered is 4, and that gives us active cases in Austria of 356. In Qatar, we see 262 cases. There is no change as far as right now. No deaths, and no one has recovered from it yet. In Bahrain, we are seeing 197 cases. It's up 2 from yesterday. No deaths so far recorded due to coronavirus there. Total recovered is 35. That gives us 162 cases there. In Singapore, we are seeing 187 cases. That's up 9 from yesterday. No deaths so far recorded. Total recovered is sitting at 96. That gives us active cases of 91 in Singapore. In Malaysia, we are seeing 158 cases. That's up 9 from yesterday. No deaths so far recorded there. Total recovered is sitting at 26. That gives us active cases of 132 in Malaysia. In Australia, we are seeing 156 cases. That's up 28 from yesterday. Total deaths is now sitting at 3. And we see total recovered sitting at 26. That gives us active cases in Australia of 127. In Canada, we are seeing 142 cases. That is up 32 from yesterday. We are seeing 1 death so far there. That's no change from yesterday. Total recovered is sitting at 11. We are seeing that gives us 130 active cases still remaining. In Hong Kong, we are seeing 130 cases. No change to that. So far, 3 deaths due to coronavirus. There's been no change in that over the last 24 hours. We are also seeing total recovered sitting at 77. That gives us active cases of 50. In Greece, we are seeing 117 cases. That's up 18 from yesterday. They just had their first death there. Total recovered is sitting at 0. That gives us 116 active cases in Greece. In the Czech Republic, we're seeing 113 cases. That's up 19 from yesterday. we are seeing 0 deaths so far there. No one has recovered from it, so that gives us active cases in the Czech Republic of 113. In Finland, we are seeing 109 cases. That is up 44 from yesterday. No deaths so far recorded. We see 1 recovered, and so far that gives us 108 active cases in Finland. In Iceland, we see 109 cases. That's up 24 from yesterday. 0 deaths so far recorded. 0 have recovered. That gives us active cases of 109 in Iceland. In Israel, we see 109 there. That is up 12 from yesterday. Total deaths is 0. Total recovered is sitting at 4. That gives us active cases in Israel of 105. In Slovenia, we are seeing 96 cases. That's up 39 from yesterday. No deaths so far recorded there. Total recovered is 0. That gives us active cases in Slovenia of 96. In the United Arab Emirates, we are seeing 85 cases. That's up 11 from yesterday. No deaths so far recorded. 20 people have recovered from it. That gives us active cases there of 65. In Iraq, we are seeing 83 cases. That's up 12 from yesterday. The deaths have climbed to 8. That's 1 more than it was yesterday. Total recovered is sitting at 24. That gives us active cases in Iraq of 51. In Egypt, we're seeing 80 cases. That is 13 more than was yesterday. We're seeing 2 deaths. That's 1 more than what we saw yesterday. We're seeing 27 recovered. That gives us 51 active cases in Egypt. In Kuwait, we are seeing 80 cases. That's up 8 from yesterday. 0 deaths so far recorded due to coronavirus. Total recovered is sitting at 5. That gives us 75 cases in Kuwait. In Portugal, we are seeing 78 cases there. That's up 17 from yesterday. No deaths recorded so far. Total recovered is sitting at 1. That gives us active cases in Portugal of 77. In Brazil, we're seeing 77 cases. That is up 25 from yesterday. Total deaths is sitting at 0. No recovered so far. That gives us active cases in Brazil of 77. In India, we are seeing 74 cases. That's up 12 from yesterday. They just had their first death in India, and total recovered is sitting at 4. That gives us 69 active cases. In San Marino, we are seeing 72 cases there. That's up 3 from yesterday. 5 deaths so far. That's up 2 from yesterday. No one has recovered from it, so that gives us active cases there of 67. In Iceland, we are seeing 70 cases there. That's up 27 from yesterday. 1 death so far. That's no change from yesterday. No one has recovered from it. That gives us active cases of 69. In Thailand, we are seeing 70 cases there. That's up 11 from yesterday. So far, it's still sitting at 1 death. And total recovered is sitting at 35. That gives us active cases there of 34. In Lebanon, we're seeing 68 cases. That is no change from yesterday. 3 deaths so far. That's 1 up from yesterday. Total recovered is sitting at 1. That gives us active cases in Lebanon of 64. In Romania, we are seeing 59 cases. That's up 12 from yesterday. No deaths so far recorded there. 6 have recovered from it. That gives us active cases of 53. In the Philippines, we are seeing 52 cases there. That's up 3 from yesterday. We're seeing 2 deaths, holding steady there. 2 have recovered from it. That gives us active cases in the Philippines of 48. In Poland, we are seeing 51 cases. That's up 20 from yesterday. 1 new death there, so that's their first death. That's 1 up from yesterday. Total recovered is 0, and that gives us active cases of 50. So as far as the state of the world today, we are looking at total cases of 134,540. Total deaths have climbed to, like I said before, 4,971. Recovered is sitting at 68,927. And yes, today, the World Health Organization has now decided that this is indeed a pandemic. They have now caught up to what everyone else here has known for quite some time. But that was rather quick for bureaucrats. So the key events around the world that we are seeing is Jamaica has closed all schools. Lithuania has also closed all schools, banned large public gatherings. We are seeing France close all schools as well as universities. Israel has closed all schools and universities. Greece has closed all courthouses, theaters, cinemas, gyms, children's playgrounds, and nightclubs. Boris Johnson of the UK has come forth and said that this is a worse public health crisis for our generation. Many families are going to lose loved ones before their time. The UK is about 4 weeks behind Italy. He believes that the UK has cases likely up to 10,000. We see our first death in Norway. Turkey has closed all schools. The NBA has suspended their season due to an idiot. The United States has implemented a travel ban effective on March 3rd for Europe. Iceland has closed all schools. So that is the major key events around the world. Let's take an in-depth look at the United States. So in the United States, we are seeing 1,697 cases. That's up 396 from yesterday. We have 41 deaths so far. That's up 3 from yesterday. Total recovered is sitting at 30. Active cases is sitting at 1,626. So, our key events so far for the United States is as follows. We have our first death in Georgia. We have first case in Maine. We have 3 new cases in Washington State. We have 13 new cases in Massachusetts. We have 11 new cases in Colorado. We have 6 new cases in New Jersey. We have 9 new cases in Tennessee. We have 5 new cases in North Carolina. We have 3 new cases in Nevada. We have 4 in Minnesota. We have 1 new case in New Hampshire. We have 5 new cases in Arkansas. We have 2 new cases in Utah. We have 1 new case in Oklahoma. We have 2 new cases in Texas. We have 6 new cases in Pennsylvania. We have 7 new cases in Virginia. We have 1 new case in Louisiana. We have 3 new cases in Kansas. We have 1 new case in New Mexico. We have 3 new cases in Delaware. We have 3 new cases in Wisconsin. We have 112 new cases in New York State. We have 4 in Florida. We have 13 new in California. We have our first case in Mississippi. Ohio State, actually, as I was getting ready for this video, has now announced, the governor has declared that all schools will be closed down starting next Monday. So those are the key events of what is happening around the United States and the world. Thank you very much for joining us, and keep healthy. Wash your freaking hands. Keep them clean. Wipe down everything you can, including your phone. Do not forget your phone. And God be with us.